It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. LaMarcus Aldridge suiting up tonight. Great combination of size and skill. Question is, Kenny, can he be the backbone of a franchise?
Oh, we know he could score. And we know he's tough on the low box. He can step out on the perimeter. He is a superstar, but he's not the superstar. There's a difference. But he is a superstar.
You want to bring consistent effort and energy every night? Listen, when Aldridge is fully engaged, reminds me of myself, Kenny. Nearly unstoppable.
Wow.
Could you stop LaMarcus Aldridge?
I wasn't known for defense.
What were you known for?
Everything else.
Wow.
And wearing a lot of makeup.
Wow.
That wraps it up here.
I have acne problems.
They missed a spot over that whole big face. Thanks for joining us. See you later.
The Pacers look to take charge, and we're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got a special treat for you folks tonight. Sports writing heavyweight Bill Simmons is in the house. Bill, welcome to 2K Sports.
What an honor. I've been waiting for the invite for years.
And we've been waiting for the acceptance. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, let's do this.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control. And they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they pushed the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. You know, when the Bucks drafted Malcolm Brogdon out of Virginia in the second round, there probably weren't too many people that thought he'd be Rookie of the Year, but that's exactly what he was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how he was Rookie of the Year. He's a really nice guard, but, you know, some years the rookie class just doesn't work out. I always thought they should just roll the trophy over to the next year and make it worth 2 trophies. Last year would have been a great 2-trophy year because you had Ben Simmons versus Donovan Mitchell. But that's what happens. Sometimes the draft is what it is. But I do think 50 years from now, people will be looking through. What would they look through
Lists,
in 50 years?
Lists, all kinds of
virtual reality Google lists. And they will say to themselves, wow, Malcolm Brogdon was the Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
That's confusing.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Maker. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. Now, here's Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Maker kicks to Dellavedova. Antetokounmpo dishes to Maker. Antetokounmpo against Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
Amazing to watch Antetokounmpo will these shots in, refusing to concede to the defense.
And stolen by Aldridge. Down low. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He's starting to figure it out a little bit more. Dimes like this prove Maker knows how to find the open guy.
Outside Collison. And so just over a minute and a half played. To the middle. And Turner kicks to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
And a nice, smooth, soft stroke for Bogdanovich. That stroke is pure.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I called it the Entertaining as Hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination. And then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is you have the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10. You have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. You use the TV revenue from that, because you could get good money from that, to maybe shorten the season.
Great
which
idea.
Would be, for me, the number one thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. There's too many nights where the players... I just think basketball is really hard to play.
Here's Dellavedova after Darren Collison's bucket. Dellavedova, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Collison. And the shot is long. Pacers trail by 4. Bogdanovich looking around. Outside Collison. The offensive rebound. And Maker sends it back.
And the difference Maker has on this end, love whenever he gets up to swat shots back.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Dellavedova. Inside, Aldridge. Banked in off the glass. Aldridge has got his first 2 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Oladipo, rebounded by the Bucks.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 34-point game against Cleveland.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that 3.
And you know what, Greg, you can't afford to be a one-function offense. You know what I mean? You've got to be versatile. Got to spread it out and mix it up inside, too.
The Bucks building their roster around length and athleticism, Bill. That was a key reason they drafted Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, but I mean, I did that draft. He went 15th, and basically it looked like he was playing in the YMCA against 9th graders. We had no idea.
In the Greek League.
Yeah, after the lottery, you're throwing stuff against the wall. It was right around the right time to take him. I don't think they had any idea what they took. And also, he grew 3 inches after they took him.
It's amazing.
It is one of the most unbelievable draft picks in the history of the league. It really is. They drafted not just the best player in that draft at pick 15, but they drafted one of the franchise players of this decade with this flyer pick on this 6'9" dude from Greece, who was a success story even if he became an all-star. And it's gone way beyond that.
Yeah, you know, he's a big guy that has tremendous agility and already is an elite defender. Miles Turner now has to work on being dominant on offense.
And so he's able to get one of two. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Dellavedova dishes to Maker. Back to Dellavedova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Left side, Collison. The dish now to Bogdanovich, and Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And here are the Pacers now. 8-point game.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defense.
Look at that jam.
Come on now. Bring the thunder. Rock that rim. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Now here's Collison. 9 points last game. Aldridge against Oladipo. Shoots over Brogdon, and there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Now that's remarkable work inside from Oladipo. Not afraid to go up against the big guys down low.
Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Bogdanovich, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. Now we've seen some top prospects forego college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the number one place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, till round 2 in the tournament, which is March 20th? Right. And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Young's checked in for Sabonis. Evans comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. The Bucks also with the sub. Gay's checked in. Now here's Joseph. Defended by Dellavedova. And Joseph kicks to Turner. Evans goes in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
That one is off.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreek Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Good on the second free throw. Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. Some of the guys try to protect their images and their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree. But for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
Well, you challenge people, that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it. Yeah.
So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
So it's the Bucks now. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor to the paint. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen by O'Quinn.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And it's Evans missing. I want to get back to what we were chatting about, Bill, with how today's NBA players are so media ready, whether it be interviews or social media. Your take is really interesting.
I think in general, all these guys, the guys now are so used to talking to people and being in front of people, and they're not surprised by questions, and they know how to handle themselves. They know how to not get in trouble, and they're comfortable.
Plus, they've kind of grown up with you, though, too. You know what? You've been relevant for many years. Well, they've grown up with your stuff.
To be honest, a lot of them just know me as the white guy on NBA Countdown. They might not have read me, but they remember like that year I was with Jalen Rose. But what's weird is I
think you'd be surprised.
Well, you know this too. When you're on TV, the credibility you get from being on TV, I wasn't prepared for within the NBA.
Oh, really?
I think that's true, yeah. I think it's like, oh, he's on TV, he's okay. And maybe they don't agree with you all the time, but you've passed some imaginary checkpoint with those guys.
Well, you may think that TV was your validation. This is going to be your validation.
Oh, 100%.
2K. This is it. I'm stamping you right now.
This is better than winning a Pulitzer Prize.
And Milwaukee has possession after Tyreke Evans' score. Gay outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Bill, the way that super teams are being put together right now, good or bad for the league?
I'm confused. I have been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were, and what do they think the Shaq, Kobe Lakers were? This is how the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they added Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming, the summer of 2016. We knew the cap was going to jump, and they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was on a team. He wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing with Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
Leaf checked in for Victor Oladipo. Tony Snell's checked in for Milwaukee. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Gay. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gay's got 5 points so far. And Bill, we were discussing how teams are constructed in recent years. The changes in 2016 to cap space. How Kevin Durant landed with the Warriors.
I see the analogy that, it's like stacking a pickup game and just grabbing the best 4 guys and just beating people on a pickup court for 4 hours. But that's the thing. The league isn't a pickup game. The league, everyone operates by the same rules. And the Warriors,
everybody had a shot at him.
Everyone had a shot. The Celtics had a shot. He didn't even want to interview with the Lakers. The Knicks had cap space. They didn't have a chance. The Wizards had cap space. He was from Maryland. Didn't want to go there. So, I think the Warriors should get a little more credit for how smart they were with everything.
When he's got that kind of positioning, he's got to score it. Got to score the ball from there.
DiVincenzo. He's covered by Joseph. 4 on the shot clock. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kounupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
Yeah, like an avalanche, Greg, overpowering the defense on the majority of their possessions.
Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Leaf, and it's Young in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Pacers trail by 13. You know, Bill, you look at the Pacers from last season, took the Cavs to Game 7, surpassing what a lot of people thought they could do.
Yeah, I think they even surpassed what probably LeBron thought they were going to do.
I think so.
They have a really good home court advantage. It's my favorite arena other than Boston
Is
of all
it really?
the arenas. Yeah, because they built it for basketball. I think a lot of these arenas get built for basketball and hockey, and the fans are a little bit further away and stuff like that. In Indiana, even the corners are right on the court. And if it's the right team in the right atmosphere, it's spectacular.
Great point. And it's the Pacers with the ball, trailing by 13. Here's Evans.
And Gay, a very capable defender, does a good job staying with whoever he's on.
Bucks passing it around. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Bojan Bogdanovich.
DiVincenzo. He's covered by Joseph. Clock at 6. And the pass to Ilyasova. Kicks it out to Gay. From downtown. And no good that time. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. O'Quinn finds Evans. Pass to Leaf. Inside. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Joseph.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that's a momentum shifter, a steal leading straight to the basket.
Pass to Snell. Gay outside. Off target with his 3.
Has not made another 3 since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a 3. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step, and I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
Dellavedova kicks to Brogdon. The teardrop falls in. Brogdon's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Turner.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Collison. Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got his second basket.
And, you know, Dellavedova is not afraid of mixing it up anywhere, but particularly inside. A capable scorer when he's near the bucket.
Evans outside. Krills the three-pointer. Evans has got 14 points. Bucks leading by 6. Brogdon with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Gay. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Lets it go from deep. That shot off, and Milwaukee will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Malcolm Brogdon doing a nice job serving his guys. Passes like this help make his team better.
The Bucks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The Pacers making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Thon Maker's checked in for Tony Snell.
And, you know, the length and height of Aldridge make him a tough matchup. He's a hard guy to go against, a strong forward that has an impressive mid-range stroke.
Bogdanovich against Gay. Count that one. 7 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Dellavedova kicks to Gay. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. In fourth, the Bucks.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Evans passes to Sabonis. Evans against Brogdon. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
Dellavedova kicks to Maker. Misses the layup.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough. Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
To the inside, here's Aldridge. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Pacers call time here. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Evans. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. It's stolen by Maker. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Dellavedova. And now a 6-point Bucks lead.
And you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
The drive by Collison. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Maker kicks to Dellavedova. Pass to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. Nice D from Oladipo.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
Here's Turner. Collison, the pass to Sabonis, and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Maker. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Collison. Antetokounmpo against Bogdanovich. And the pass to Sabonis. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Shoots over Brogdon. Indiana again missing.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Knocks it loose. Maker kicks to Dellavedova. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Collison. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Sabonis. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Outside Antetokounmpo. No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 21. The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Indiana making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Young comes in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. And so he hits both. Pacers trail by 6. And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. To the middle. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Maker passes to Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss. Indiana's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Young outside. Now Oladipo. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington. Shot clock at 5. Off the left rim and out. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Oladipo pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Sabonis, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oladipo taking his time here. Passes to Sabonis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And so he makes both from the line. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the second quarter. Kicks to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. He's covered by Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And Giannis Antetokounmpo for 3. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Clark, always great to have Bill with us, a content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with you more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base and readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And that strong connection he has with them is admirable.
A shot by Sabonis, nobody around. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Young against Antetokounmpo. Inside, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Sabonis kicks to Joseph. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Joseph. From past the arc, drains the three-pointer. Joseph's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Lay off Joseph too much, and he has no problem taking these shots. Excellent at catching and shooting.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Tyreke Evans, he's been making things happen for Indiana. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tyreke Evans putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 17 points and 1 assist. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Aldridge out there with Maker. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward. Collison, no good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%.
Before the NBA, it was his internet highlight reels that gave Thon Maker notoriety. His fluidity for a 7-footer captured the imagination. Yet he's still figuring out how to get it done at the NBA level.
Here's Brogdon. It counts. And the foul.
Basket's good.
It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Brogdon has really good strength, and despite being bumped by the defense, still maintains his balance and plays right through it.
And last year, Maker's minutes went up, but his shooting took a dip. Clark, cause for concern?
No, not really, Kevin. I think he's shown that he's got NBA range and a nice stroke. The area where he needs to continue to get better, areas I should say, is using his size to rebound and defend at a higher level.
One shot, gentlemen.
Certain guys just make it look effortless. And Clark, I'm sure you would have a nice list of some of the smoother operators, smoothest scorers in the league now.
Yeah, there's only one guy at the top of it for me. I mean, I love a lot of guys, and there are a number of guys that put up big numbers. But when you talk about uniqueness, size, agility, touch, range, KD is where it stops.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just been nobody quite like him. George Gervin comes to mind because of a similar build, but the Iceman was 6'7", maybe 6'8". KD is pushing 7 feet tall and just a tad more athletic. I mean, I just don't know if we've got a more lethal, smoother scorer than him.
Turner. And Turner throws it down.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul. "90 seconds now into the second half. Out to the right wing. Maker, no one around him, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists now in this one. Pacers trail by 3. Collison finds Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Another miss by Oladipo.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Maker passes to Antetokounmpo. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Dellavedova. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Outside Aldridge. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. High post try.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Bogdanovich against Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded closely. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And the basket by Maker.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Collison kicks to Turner. Oladipo outside. Shot from 12. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Allison the bounce pass. Oladipo against Brogdon. And here's Oladipo. He has 5. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Some changes for Indiana. Leaf comes in for Sabonis. And it's Evans in for Victor Oladipo. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Bucks. Evans finds Collison. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Indiana again missing.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Here's Bogdanovich. Right side Turner. And that's good off the glass that time. Turner's got 9 points.
Hey, Turner's not just an interior scorer. This guy has a jumper that's really reliable. So you got to honor and respect his shot.
Down low. Here's Aldridge. It's hauled in by Leaf.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time. Liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Misses the 3. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Gay, that's good. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals in the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark. They've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top 5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
The Bucks making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Collison kicks to Evans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Darren Collison.
One of the best snipers from beyond the arc. Love watching Collison get going from this area.
Gay outside, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
It's Gay with the drive.
And got to admire how Gay sees the floor, effortlessly shredding the D on that drive. Just a fantastic penetrator.
Timeout called the Pacers. One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think it's part of the language of the game now where it's more prevalent.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. From deep, Evans can't hit that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Pass to Snell. There's the pass to Dellavedova. Gay with it. 11 points in the game. Back to Dellavedova. Over Joseph. And that misses badly. Air ball. Pacers trail by 10. Evans inside. Antetokounmpo against Young. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Indiana. And the Bucks making a change here. Here's Leaf. Antetokounmpo defending. Shot clock at 6. Joseph dishes to O'Quinn. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Snell.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
On the wing, Evans. He's covered by Gay. They could use a bucket. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got 4 rebounds in this game. The feed to Snell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 15-point game. Here's Evans. 17 points in the game. Young. And Young slams it home.
Boy, Thaddeus Young does a nice job setting the screen solidly and then rolling effectively so he gets a chance to score on the backside.
Bounce pass from Ilyasova. Gay outside. Feeds to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gay against Young. No good from Gay. Pacers trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's 19 points for Tyreke Evans.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Gay comes over with a double team. Rebound by Ilyasova. Bucks leading by 13. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Here's Snell. He feeds it to Gay. It's hauled in by Leaf. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Joseph, the pass to Leaf. No good on the 3. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. To the middle. Passes it to Connaughton. Dishes it to Gay. Pass to Connaughton. DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. Pacers trail by 11. Evans finds Young. Here's O'Quinn. Evans outside. Pass to Leaf. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Leafs got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Gay outside. DiVincenzo. He's covered by Joseph. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Bucks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well. He demands accountability. And his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Evans kicks to Oladipo. With the teardrop, and Maker sends it back. Here's the break. Wide open look. Good. He hits the jump shot. He has 6. And so it's Indiana with it, trailing by 13. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Indiana, Evans out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Young, then it's Sabonis, and it's O'Quinn, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Young's shot is off. Bucks leading by 13. Now here's Brogdon. Right through the D for the layup. Brogdon's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Milwaukee. And Oladipo kicks to O'Quinn. Now the pass to Sabonis. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got his 6th assist on the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Gay against Sabonis. Shots good by Gay.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Evans kicks to Oladipo. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Passes to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton, covered by Evans. 5 on the clock. Here's Ilyasova, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Nice looking shot from Ilyasova. He hits these shots consistent, especially when the defense doesn't make their presence felt.
With a step back, offensive rebound. Evans' shot is good.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
Gay passes to Maker. Back to Gay. Over Young. Gay can't hit.
And you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
And Young kicks to Oladipo. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Brogdon. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Brogdon does a nice job using his body close to the basket. He's a strong guard who knows what to do down there.
Brogdon against Evans. Oladipo outside. It's tipped.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
Oladipo. And he banks in the layup. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Down low, here's Evans. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Bucks leading by 12. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Bogdanovich comes in for Young. And it's Collison in for Oladipo. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Milwaukee. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Pat Connaughton. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told them, put your foot on their neck, take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
It's Gay on the way. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, in most games, he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Collison deciding where to go with it. Pass to Sabonis. Evans against Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Maker. Floats one, and no problem from Brogdon as he finishes at the rim. Brogdon's got 9 points now in just the second half. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's a 16-point game. Bogdanovich against Gay. Gay with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Brogdon. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Outside Collison. Sabonis, the pass to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Here's Dellavedova, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Darren Collison. Matthew Dellavedova, 6'4" point guard out of Australia, and Clark, he is tenacious.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. He's one of those guys who just knows how to play. He's got one style, and it's aggressive and up into you, all out, all the time. You remember back in the 2015 finals, boy, he was a pest because of how hard he played.
Roof shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Dellavedova is a hard-nosed guy, a tough guy, somebody who hustles for loose balls all the time. His teammates absolutely love his energy.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. He doesn't get the second one. Pacers trail by 15. Outside, Bogdanovich. Sabonis kicks to Bogdanovich. Brogdon against Evans. And Aldridge comes over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And here are the Pacers now. Here's Evans. Softly drops in the floater. Evans has got 25 points in the game.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Brogdon against Evans. Brogdon finds Aldridge. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Bucks lead by 15.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his third foul of the game. Bucks leading by 15. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich, and it's good for two.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Evans kicks to Bogdanovich. Rebound, Milwaukee. Brogdon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dellavedova, the pass to Aldridge. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 5th assist in this one. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Puts it up from 12. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And, you know, Bogdanovich is just such a deadly shooter from there. The defense has to do a better job against him in that situation.
Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Here's Maker. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 21.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Collison finds Turner. And the shot falls short this time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Aldridge dishes to Dellavedova. Now Maker. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Timeout called the Pacers. Well, Clark, some G League salaries on the rise due to two-way contracts.
Yeah, and I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Right side, Collison. There's the feed to Turner. It's stolen by Maker. Here's Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And a season after he won the Most Improved Player, Antetokounmpo, Clark, was a legit MVP contender.
No doubt about it. I think if the Bucks had been a top seed, perhaps he could have won it, although James Harden was phenomenal last season. The league has been put on notice. This is a guy who wouldn't surprise me at all if he became an MVP at some point in his career.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection, that was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career. Last year was a great home return for Oladipo, the former Hoosier. Played easily his best season of basketball since being the 2nd overall pick back in 2013. Made his first All-Star appearance as well, and I've got a feeling he's got more of those All-Star appearances in front of him.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
He misses the free throw. And for Oladipo, the change was a welcome one for Pacer fans who saw him come over in that Paul George trade with Oklahoma City.
No doubt about it. Perfect opportunity for Oladipo. It was like the homecoming for him, Kevin. He played in Bloomington at Indiana University for 3 years, endeared himself to the fans there on and off the court, and that just carried over when he got to the Pacers. He did change his body, though, and got stronger and quicker with the ball, a big reason for his ascension.
And here is Antetokounmpo, feeds to Dellavedova. Back to Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Clark, you look at the Bucks roster. What's the biggest area of need in your opinion?
The question mark I see is the center position, Kevin. Von Maker might have some upside and could very well fill that void, but they lack a presence in there now.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That free throw, good from Dellavedova.
You know, going into the last season, many thought the Pacers were in rebuild mode, but ended up 5th in the East with a fantastic season and strong finish. Saying they overachieved doesn't even begin to describe their season. I think they surprised everybody.
Good on both. And many people thought the Pacers last season would be near the bottom of the East. Clark, that was not the case at all.
Not at all, Kevin. 7 games it took the Cavs to eliminate the Pacers in the first round, and you never know, or I don't think you can ever dismiss or discount what that kind of playoff series can mean to a young team like the Pacers. Things are looking up in a great way for the Pacers going forward.
And Joseph kicks to Leaf. It's tipped. 1:39 left in the game. Joseph with the ball. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left
Take a break.
to play against Indiana.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
No good on that one.
And you might have heard this story about Giannis growing a couple of inches since he was drafted, but how about the strength this kid has added? Under 200 pounds as a rook, he's added a good 35 pounds of muscle through his dedication in the weight room.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. And he sinks the second. And you talk about Antetokounmpo's strength, Clark. It serves him well with his attacking style.
No question about it, Kevin. I mean, he used to just try to blow by defenders. Now he'll go right through you. He'll get his weight into you, get you on your heels, and then with that unbelievable reach, you've got no chance.
And Oladipo kicks to Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Yeah, you've got to be careful in how you guard Joseph. Game plan discipline essential, especially when he's involved in the screen and roll.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Snell. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Antetokounmpo, no good. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Oladipo. Misses off the right iron. And the Bucks with possession. Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. Congrats on the win. What was working for you on offense tonight?
You know, I think our defense kind of got our offense into it. You know, we're that kind of team. Our defense makes our offense. We run the floor and we share the ball. So whenever we out there playing defense like we did today, we usually are in a good position.
Great performance tonight, Rudy. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.